environment movement, when the 2030 target, it was decided that it was no longer credible for us to meet that target of 75% reduction in emissions by 2030, because it really represented that hugely important need for action in this decade to tackle climate change and to get on top of this issue. The fact that that 75% target is now not credible, it now no longer can be met by 2030 is really concerning. But it does beg the question, well, when are we going to get to 75%? You know, when are we going to get 3/4 of the way towards net zero? That's what people are asking. They need to know that, you know, if we are off track, then how much are we off track by? When will we meet that really important milestone? So I think we had discussion with the Cabinet Secretary at stage one around how the budgets can be kind of interpreted, if you like, to ensure that that target can still remain, it can still be transparent, people can still see, you know, by which date we're going to meet 75%. So what this motion does, this amendment does, it really ensures that the aspiration behind that, the 75% and the 90%, are still reflected and it's still transparent within the carbon budgets when they're passed. Just turning to some other amendments within this group, and obviously we've had a big discussion within this committee and in the chamber about whether these budgets should be aligned to the UK budgets or whether they should be, you know, standalone Scottish budgets. I mean, I do think on balance what's in the bill is the right approach, so I won't be supporting Amendment 9. I think, you know, there is almost like a ratcheting effect if devolved administrations are bringing forward policy innovation. That's reflected in the climate change plans. That's set out pretty much at the beginning of a parliamentary session in Wales and in Scotland, and then that can then link into future development of climate change plans across the UK. So, you know, I'm convinced that's the right way to go forward, but appreciate there might be different views on that. Support what Monica Lennon's wanting to bring forward here with amendments 28 to 32. Clearly, UK Climate Change Committee come up with advice which sets out broad pathways, so acting within accordance to that I think is appropriate.